Hi everyone, my name is Nigel English. For the Access Major Project in Computerized Business Application Development course, I would need to create database from using the data provided by the teacher. It needs to have at least 10 records and 10 fields for each record. For the data, I was able to produce a table for the customer orders, product orders, and shipping orders to use to create forms, reports, queries, and macros. Once creating the forms and macros for the reports such as submacro, where you can command the macro to open forms, reports, or preview of the forms and reports, as well as exporting the reports to the PDF file. Then create a main menu from using navigation form. That would contain a command button for the list of available forms, such as order forms, product orders forms, and shipping order forms. Each button has an action assigned that will run macro that opens to a corresponding form. A navigating form will need to contain navigation control that display different forms and or reports. It will have tabs and display the corresponding report or form from the database. Before creating navigation form, it is required to create few forms beforehand, which is I did with these orders, product orders, and shipping forms. Afterwards, using the command orders buttons that will open the forms of your choice. These forms. The form or the document will pop up after clicking. And when I create a form called available list form, I had reports. I had to use an option groups that contain 4 option buttons. The option group will perform an action where you simply click the option buttons right here of the corresponding report. For my project, I have 4 reports under the list of available reports for the group options. They are preview customer order information report and preview of product orders information report. I have also added an option for exporting the report of the customer order and product order to a PDF file. Once clicking which file you want to view should display that report. To successfully run the macro for the option group, at the beginning, I have to create a macro called reports. Those are reports. And contain 4 sub-macros that will be used to run macro when the user presses the options from the list. Macro gives actions such as to open forms or the reports or exploring with formatting. And arguments for these actions needs to be changed and values that needs to assign those the arguments. The macro is not complete unless having the conditions and actions for the options. The next requirement for the Access project is to produce 5 queries using SQL view instead of design view. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. The language SQL is for querying and updating databases. It is similar to design view. Where design view. But it requires to enter commands to obtain the results. The commands begin with the selection with the list of fields the user wants to include. And from is a list of table or tables involving in the query. And where is by the criteria that the data the user wants to retrieve, and add semicolon, which the text has to appear on the separate line. For query 1, I create that shows all the customer information in the select comment. I have used asterisk, but it changed to where is it? Oh no, when I press it, it automatically assigned those fields. But I had to use an asterisk which represent all fields in the form. In the form command line, I type in which table I want to retrieve information from. For query 2, I have to add the and condition. In the select comment, I have assigned it the customer name, product name, and sales. And from that command, I use the table. Let me just open this up so it will be easier to show. Let's open the map. I'm sorry, but yeah. I assigned the customer's name, product's name, and sales. And from the command, I use the table's orders table to retrieve the data from. And the end command will look at the sales that cost more than $200. For query 3, I had to use the OR condition using same select from and where commands as query 2, but using the OR condition instead of AND condition. I want to retrieve the data that I have, the sales that are greater than $500. See this. For query 4, for this query, I had to involve the numeric field where it shows customer's name, product's name, and what they and the product's name they purchase, and they look for the data that costs greater than $100 may be viewed with simply typing the value. No need to type in commas or $sign because access was assumed entering the text and will consider the situation invalid. The last query involving a text field where the value must be enclosed in quotation marks. At the beginning and end of the city's name, right here, Los Angeles. It will focus on which city does the customer lives. In this case, I want the data from the city of Los Angeles, where the customer lives. Once I finished creating all the query, I created the main menu pop-up. Oh, if I could, yeah. For my for Nigel's Furniture Store. To open the database when it program. The main menu should pop up. Using the same techniques from creating the forms by using navigation form. After creating the forms, I had to assign the form from the files of the documents under options. and going to current database. Then on the display form, you select which form does you want your program to display or pop up when opening Access. Yeah, that's it for my assignment, and thank you for listening, and have yourself a good day.